We're just girls. We're just girls.
I'm crying. You're laughing.
Say basic bitches.
Welcome to the Basic Podcast. This is our first episode, so I feel like we'll get people caught up on what we're doing here and who we even are. But I'm Kelsey, and you might know me on TikTok as Socially Kels, and I've been talking about opening a pop culture bar named Basic in the Vancouver area. And everyone was really excited about this idea. I'm really excited about this idea. However, when you get to the process of opening up a bar or restaurant, you realize that it's going to take a really long time. And we have exciting things happening. It's coming. We are going to have a physical space sooner than I thought. But in the meantime, we wanted to still have the Basic community and build that online and still connect with everybody. And so that's why I started this podcast with my sisters. And because they're the most basic bitches I know. Our group chat is the Pop Star Barbies. Our group chat is just all about pop culture, Taylor Swift, reality shows, everything basic, Swift alert. Yeah. So why don't we bring our Basic group chat to life here, and we can chat with you guys and build this community while we wait for the actual physical space, and as well as connect with people all over the world. All the basic bitches are welcome here. So that's basically what this podcast is all about, and that's what it's going to be every week, just talking about all the things basic that we love shamelessly. So let's introduce everyone. I'm Kelsey, obviously, I already said that. I'm the oldest sis. Take it to the next oldest maybe first.
I'm Alyssa. I'm the second oldest by 18 months. And then long 7-year gap. And then we've got this one over here.
I'm Cameron. I'm the youngest. I'm the best.
She's our Gen Z. I mean, we're all Gen Z, but she's in high school. You know, like she brings
She's our
something to the
ticket
table.
into youth.
Yeah, she keeps us young. This is a safe space for people to be basic because I feel like we kind of grew up in a world where being basic was an insult. And to us, it is not an insult. Or we reached a point in life where we decided it wasn't an insult. Like, we're going to stop pretending that we're not basic because things are basic for a reason.
Because they're good.
Period.
Because they're good.
I know that basic, for me, was a really tough journey to overcome because I was a self-proclaimed pick-me girl in high school where I thought that you were only cool and people would only like you if you were into obscure things. I also was victim of 2014 Tumblr in the worst way. So I always thought that just being obscure and being different was like the only way to be cool. And so I just like suppressed all of my actual interests and likes and just prioritized things that I thought was cool. Even though I still do think most of those things are cool, I just can harmoniously like those things along with liking Taylor Swift and glitter and wearing pink and wearing dresses and skirts. Like, it's not a bad thing. And it took me a long time to realize that, but I'm really happy that we got there in the end.
Yeah, and what a great realization, because I also, too, was a pick-me girl in high school. I think it was just the vibes at the time. The worst thing you could ever be called is, like, mainstream or basic. Like, if you liked the things that all the other girls like, that you got to try to be cool. But then in your 20s, it's really about going back to what you actually liked the whole time, but liking it shamelessly. But something I love, I think, about the generation coming up, or like the younger Gen Z, is I feel like you guys don't judge as much for liking basic things. Taylor Swift, like reality shows, like you guys are more like girls are going to be girls.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely like there's still going to be people judge, but like I feel like girls have each other's back a little bit more.
The girls supporting girls
cases.
movement
is huge.
It's huge.
Yeah. Which I love.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've just been basic my whole life, like shamelessly.
Yeah.
Because you've gotten a little taste of like both of us, and you've got a little piece of both of us in there.
Yeah.
Like you've got Kelsey's like glittery pink, and then you've got my like, I don't know the right word.
Emo.
Grungy emo is a little extreme, but
No.
Like grunge.
I'd give it grunge.
She's been emo.
It's like no, it's like
had
Olivia
my
Rodrigo
phases.
grunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Like you have a little bit like
Totally.
Yeah.
I guess next thing, we all kind of have claimed pop stars in a way. Like, something I like about us as a little group is that we all bring something different to the basic table. Like, we all have different specialties within the basic industry, I would say. So we've all shown each other artists, TV shows, whatever. And I think the biggest thing in our group chat, which is what we're trying to bring to life right now, the Pop Star Barbies group chat, is that we all have like a proclaimed pop star. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine, I mean, all of us are huge Swifties, so I'm not going to say that I'm the only Taylor Swift fan. That's ridiculous. We all are obsessed with Taylor Swift. But I feel like I introduced
like because
liking
of
Taylor
you,
Swift
Swiftie
as much as
culture.
it is.
Yeah.
Swiftie culture. Like, you guys already were like, new Taylor Swift. Everyone does. But I was like, guys, this is like a movement that you need to join.
yeah,
Absolutely.
So
like
Taylor
because
Swift,
of you, we are Swifties.
Yeah, like honorable mention for me would be Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like is also.
And I will say it took some shoving. Like I was a little pushbacky at first because I was still getting over my whole like high school, like I think everyone grew up loving Taylor Swift, like you know, debut,
listened to
Fearless,
Taylor
Speak
Swift
Now,
when you were
like
little, like,
I
everybody.
everyone listened to Taylor Swift, like in
Of our
those
age.
days of our age at least. And then I kind of fell off around high school because that's when I started caring about what people thought of me, and I was like, oh, but Taylor Swift's mainstream and basic, so maybe I should like dislike her.
Yeah.
Maybe that would make me cool if I just like, you know, turn that off. And so all through high school I had this little like no, like I would
Chip
never
on your shoulder.
chip on my shoulder. Like I would never say horrible things about her. I'd be like, I hate her, but like I would say to you, I'd just be like, it's nothing against her, I just don't want her on my playlists. That's what I would always say.
You also thought it was all poppy stuff, and I was
yeah.
trying to be like, listen to
you
Folklore and
didn't know.
Evermore, like, or even songs from her old time, like Dear John. Like, she does have these not super pop, not Shake It Off.
Yeah, you made a playlist for me.
Yeah, I wish I found the OG playlist. I think it was Tolerate It.
Tolerate
that
It?
got you.
Tolerate It.
But I came for your neck.
Looped me. You
because
did. You sent me
here's the
Tolerate
thing.
It. You were like, Dear John. I already knew Dear John, but it took like fresh ears listening to it, like not being like 11
I
to
didn't
listen to Dear John
want-
and understand it.
I didn't want to like hurt your feelings, but I knew Tolerate It would hurt your feelings because of personal experiences. Like when I listened to the song, I was like, oh, this would break Alyssa. So I was kind of holding on to it, and I was like,
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, no, I'm gonna hurt her feelings so that you can join the Swiftie team, and
And it worked. It worked really well.
You know,
Yeah,
there's always
Tolerate
a song
It.
that can personally victimize anyone. So, but there's if you want to make anyone a Swiftie, you just find the song that will hurt them.
To me, when I became a Swiftie, I literally remember it. Was the red?
Explain the moment.
It was the red listening party.
No, it was
Red
Fearless.
Taylor-
It was Fearless.
No, it was the red.
I remember we were outside
TV.
around the fire when Fearless TV was dropping, and you were checking on your Apple Music, and you were checking on something. You guys were both like, "Oh my god!" And that's when I was like, "What's this re-recording business?" And then you explained it to me, and I was
Girl
like,
boss.
"Hell yeah!"
And I
it was
listened
that
to
moment
Taylor
that I was
Swift
like,
that, but
"I love this bitch."
It wasn't like I'm a Swiftie
Oh, okay.
until the red listening party, like the Taylor's version red listening party that we had in the basement when you played All Too Well 10-minute version.
And I died.
That
I
was
do
like,
remember that.
That was the moment
I remember
that I
you
was like,
paused
oh, I love
right
her.
after "Fuck the Patriarchy." You paused it, and you're like,
I need a
the
second.
first thing she's saying in the extended version of this song is "Fuck the Patriarchy."
I needed a second. I was like,
It was amazing.
I need to take medication. I need to ground myself before I listen to the rest of this song. Oh, that was the best. Nothing beats the red re-release. I think that's
That
her
was
like
awesome.
best Taylor's version. Because how exciting!
Then
was
she
the
was on
10-minute
Jimmy
version.
Fallon,
The rollout for that was one of the best.
and then the
It
Ultimo
was
music
crazy,
video.
How
Like,
do you not become a fan after all of that?
sorry, the short film.
The short film. Anyway, so that's my kind of main pop star that introduced maybe to the group. Mm-hmm. But then you guys also have some too, or a few really.
Mine's like I truly introduced it to the group because I found her, and this is gonna sound so fucking high school.
No, let me just give you
of
credit for a
me.
second, you guys. I'm serious. This is before the world knew who she was.
Yeah.
I promise.
I can vouch for that.
I found Chapel Roan in January, so like it wasn't like early
Where she was, like,
but
a
I found
nobody,
her,
but,
and
like-
when I found her, the first thing I said was, "How the fuck is she not already like a huge pop star?" Like
Yeah.
I listened to the Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess for the first time, and it like changed the trajectory of my life. I was like, I cannot go back to a simple life after this. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? And then I was going to pick you up because we were going to a Warriors game, and that's some us lore we'll get into later.
Yeah.
But I was coming to pick her up, and she gets in my car. I'm like, I have something to show you. You're never gonna believe this. And I think I played My Kink is Karma first because I was like, oh, this one gives like kind of Taylor vibes. Maybe it's just because of Karma. But I played it, and you were like, oh my god. And I was like, yeah.
What is this?
And I was like, I swear to God, she's gonna be huge. And then like 2 months later,
Because I think it was right before she opened for Olivia.
yeah,
that
right
you
before she started opening for Olivia on
found her.
the
Guts.
for the Guts tour, because I know she opened for her for the Sour tour, but
it
that
was,
was
like,
before
nothing.
that was before her album was out. That was before Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess
Right.
Midwest Princess was out. So she was singing her like older music that she has said she doesn't really resonate with anymore.
Yeah. But her come up has been crazy.
Oh, it's been like
Easy.
insane.
I love
So
her
quick.
so much.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Chapel, if you want to be on the pod, just
Yeah, you are welcome anytime.
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam.
Mine is Billie.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish. I don't know. I've been a fan of her for like since I was like 11. And then,
Yeah. You've been
and
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Billy's a fan of you.
Yeah. T.
Billie is a fan of me.
Yeah,
that's
Billy
more
knows
lore.
who she is,
That
guys.
is-
Billy sent Cameron a personalized video.
Yes, she did.
Not clickbait.
Swear to God.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait.
At all.
So, you know,
Yeah.
we're friends with Billie Eilish, you could say.
She knows me.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
It's
So,
so
Billie, if you want to be on the pod, come by.
true. But also, you should mention that you also actually introduced Olivia Rodrigo to us
I did.
with driver's
True.
license. Because she was a little bit more really younger generation.
Yeah,
And
'cause
then you
she
showed
was
me
in,
driver's
like,
license and
High
told me the
School
lore.
Musical, the musical series, which I was watching at the time. So then I was a fan of her music on that show, like All I Want and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when she came out with a driver's license, it was a really big deal. And
Yeah. Because you know all the drama behind it, so you told us. And then I was, like, immediately hooked. And then Deja Vu, I was like, this is the best song I've ever heard in my
then
life.
that I feel like also introduced us into Sabrina Carpenter because of
True.
that drama.
True.
Yeah.
Which like
I already knew her from Girl Meets World, but as
yeah,
a singer.
exactly as a
yeah,
singer.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, because she obviously had like her career's been insane.
I didn't even know she
Really
could sing.
crazy.
I had
Her
no idea she
career-
could sing.
Yeah.
I used
Until-
to
she has,
listen
like,
to
7
like
albums.
Yeah,
I used
she's
to
so.
listen
I
to
didn't know
her,
she had so many
like,
albums out.
music when she was like younger, like on Disney Channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like
never
her
knew she
career
sang.
has been so crazy. Her lore is insane. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
her presence on social media, she's been there since she was like little,
Child.
like been making videos, like
Mm-hmm.
trying to like be a pop star. And now she finally is, and I'm so glad she is. But like
Her little videos of her like singing Taylor Swift songs
Are so
on YouTube are the
cute,
cutest
so
thing I've ever
cute.
seen in my life. Like,
yeah,
When she opened for Taylor and she plays the video of
Yeah.
her singing Picture to Burn before she goes out.
so cute.
Emotional. Emo.
like at first I was Team Olivia, like when the drama was happening.
Now it's just there's no teams. Everyone's just anti-Josh.
I was going to say, now we're
yeah,
just team
now
girls.
I love that it's Team Sabrina and Olivia.
But that whole
Anti-Josh.
thing did
Bye.
them wonders for their careers.
Absolutely.
The girls, not Josh.
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah, Josh.
Joshua Bass
Sorry.
is sorry.
Isn't he like a crazy Mormon now?
No, he's
I
an
thought
artist.
he's gay.
No, he just came out with his debut album.
No, but like, wasn't he like? I swear to God, I will fact check this after, but I swear to God, he was like, he took like some weird Christian arc, and then like whenever he would like have the microphone, like a maybe,
No, I've heard
Do you
this.
know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
no, that happened.
and like he had the mic. I think he was like presenting an award, or maybe he just received an award or something like that. He was on stage with a microphone, and he's like talking about how God and shit, like God blessed, and like I don't know, I don't know exactly what he said,
Yeah.
but I know he took like some weird Mormon turn, and everyone was like, why is he all like obsessed with God now? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, sorry if there's Joshua Bassett fans listening to this, but
There's probably
I
not.
personally don't.
Probably not.
And I'm personally really glad that he's kind of a nobody now.
Yeah.
And Sabrina and Olivia are bigger than like ever, and I love them
And
both so much.
We're going to Olivia.
We
Yeah,
are
we are.
going to Olivia.
Shout out Tick Pick.
Shout out.
We're going to be in the pit. Thanks to Tick Pick.
We finna be in the pit.
We're going to be in the pit.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
I still need an outfit.
Huh?
I don't have an outfit.
Oh, I don't have mine yet.
I
Like,
have
know
mine
what I'm gonna wear, but I
outfit.
need it. Guys, I
Mini
just realized
glitter.
that my dogs were out in the camera. Like, I'm trying to, like, be comfortable, but I don't want my feet showing on this camera.
Why don't you put
My
on
feet are staying on the
socks?
ground.
Because all my socks have holes in it, because I have a puppy.
Okay. Well, just put like a little sticker or something of Taylor Swift over
Yeah,
your
put a
feet
little
and
emoji
just-
over your feet and
Yeah,
say
like
not
a
for
little-
Don't
free.
give that away for free.
Yeah.
If you're watching
Definitely not
video,
Yeah.
you might have said my feet.
Personally, I only like to listen to podcasts when they're videos.
Depends what
might
I'm
be weird.
doing.
Well, you don't drive yet, I guess.
yeah.
No, I don't drive, but also like I don't know, like if I'm ever watching a podcast, I like to see their facial expressions and stuff.
I also like listening to podcasts if I'm like doing something that my eyes can't be used for.
Yeah, when
like
I'm
if I'm
cleaning.
crocheting, I like to like put on a pod and just like crochet where I don't have to like pay attention with my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm starting to listen to all the people from Vanderpump Rules
Yeah.
podcasts, like
I watch a lot of reality.
Rachel, Raquel. I don't know.
Rachel Goes Rogue.
Triggering topic. Trigger
Oh my
warning.
gosh. Do you know Tom Sandoval accidentally sued Ariana?
I saw that on
And then
Twitter.
he-
What
and then
was
I
that?
didn't hear about
What
that.
was that?
Okay, I guess like, oh frick, I might not even remember, but he was just confused. And I guess his lawyer sent him over some paperwork. I think they were trying to situate the issue with Raquel was suing Tom and Ariana for revenge porn, which is bullshit because they never sent that video anywhere.
Yeah.
Like no one saw it, whatever. But Tom's lawyer was trying to get that figured out and sent him over a bunch of paperwork that Tom thought was just squashing all of this. But turns out he was just making himself not involved and like suing Ariana somehow. And everyone was like, dude, why are you suing Ariana? Like, hasn't she been through enough? And then he posted on his Instagram story and basically was like, I was confused. I fired my lawyer. Sorry, Ariana. Wishing you the best.
Tom Sandoval.
He's a joke. He's a joke. He's a joke. He's a joke.
He's a worm with a mustache.
He's a worm with a mustache.
I'm trying to think of proper words to describe him, and I just can't.
I can't either.
But have you guys been watching The Valley? Or did you watch The Valley? It's over now.
I haven't watched The Valley yet.
You have to watch The Valley because Jax Taylor, like, he's almost, I don't want to say worse than Sandoval, but like they're on the same level in different ways. Like, he's so ridiculous.
Oh,
to Brittany.
Any of you? Okay, my friend.
They're still together.
No,
they broke up, but then they're
not.
like still married and they're still doing a podcast together, and it's just.
But
weird.
they're not together because
just
my
weird.
friend Alyssa showed me that like a clip of Jax and his like girlfriend. It was like on someone's Instagram story randomly, and it was like at a birthday party, and I think it was her birthday party or somebody else's. I don't know, but there was a cake, and they were like all like woo, you know. And then she goes, "Surprise, we're pregnant!" And she was there with Jax because they had been seen together. This was a while ago. Like, this was not that recently. Like, this was like, I want to say a couple months ago.
Wait, so Brittany's pregnant?
No, not Brittany. Like, the girl he's been seen with after Brittany.
Oh, so Jack's got a girl pregnant now?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know, but there is a clip of it. Like, I can try and find it. I think Alyssa
we're going
sent
back
it
to
me.
season 1.
Yeah.
Like,
no, because he was seen with another like.
I'm literally gonna find it right now.
And there was a
and
bunch
show
of
it to you guys.
DMs that came out, and
this is
there's
literally
there's a
season
bunch
1
of
drama
rumors.
that is coming out again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rumors that Jax like had sex with some girl in the bathroom of his bar and whatever. But then he's still actively telling paparazzi that like him and Brittany are still married. Like, we're gonna figure it out.
I watched an episode of The Valley where Brittany's like, really? Because you said that we were still together.
Yeah.
Like, did you in The Valley? She like called her out.
No, it's wild. I think they're filming for The Valley now. I'm excited for the next season because it was like all the girls left there like shitty husbands basically.
I need to get like fully caught up on all this drama. I work night shift, so it's difficult for me to watch TV.
Yeah. No, I just love all the Vanderpump Rules and The Valley, all of that tea. I do think that Lala and Sheena are going to come onto The Valley during the Vanderpump Rules break that they're having right now, and then I think they're going to like restart Vanderpump with new. My prediction is that they're going to hire new Sir cast and start from the beginning Vanderpump Rules, because now at this point it's not Vanderpump Rules. It's like Lisa's barely in it. She has no reason to be in it. No one works at Sir. Mm-hmm. They need to restart with like a young cast that are actually working at Sir and take all the people that are now and like transition them into the Valley and just like
give them their own shit. Like Vanderpump Rules needs to be about Sir.
And they're in their 40s and 50s. Like, we can't do this. I mean, not 50s, but Jax is
I'm,
late 40s.
I'm tuning into that show to watch restaurant drama. I want restaurant goss.
Like, because I started rewatching Vanderpump Rules a few weeks ago, and I literally missed it so much. I like watched the first episode, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a better vibe. Like, it's like so much more juicy.
Yeah.
Like, all the things that like happen in it. I'm like
if you've ever worked in a restaurant, like, you know how good the drama is working there. Like,
they're just
as much as it's like horrible, like when you're involved in it, but like just having that gossip to just talk about, like, when I just, you know, we're obviously yappers. Like, we love to yap, we love to talk, we love to have shocking news. Like, it's just so much fun to be working in a restaurant and just have constant drama. But it's even more fun when you're just watching it on TV and you can talk about other people's drama with your friends and be like, oh my god, did you see what Tom Sandoval did?
And their tea is so large.
Way better
because they all just don't care to be evil.
No, they're so confrontational, and like I just love
evil.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
No.
Stassi's my all-time favorite. She always will be.
Same. Even though she was so evil.
No,
but you have to love her.
No, because in my mind, every single thing that she did was justified. I was like, yes. Yes.
Maybe not all of it.
Queen, yes.
I think there was times where she was really mean.
Yeah.
For no reason. But, I mean, it made good TV. And at the end of the day, if you're going to be on reality TV, you have to be a little bit evil.
And she ended up being everyone's favorite. Yeah. So.
She's like Sharpay.
Yeah, exactly.
In High School Musical.
Yeah. I named my car Stassi. I'm not kidding.
Stassi, if you want to come on the pod.
My car's name is Greg.
Huh?
Oh.
But she's a girl. A girl Greg.
Oh, that's kind of camp. My car's name is Tessie.
Greg with 2 G's at the end. G-R-G.
It's
G-R-E. G-G.
Oh, kind of.
She's a gray egg. Maybe even say it with like a little accent. Greg.
Greg.
Greg. Yeah.
I want to share with everyone the best comeback I've ever heard. To say specifically to a man is probably the best one to use it on, but you could use it with anyone if you're just getting a really good comeback where you come out on top. There's nothing they can say to it, and you just come out on top and still are so nice and respectful. Shout out to, I sadly don't remember her name, but if you guys watch The Bear, the TV show The Bear, the lead actress in that show is so funny. I think she might actually be a comedian, and if she's not, she should be, because all of her clips and like interviews and stuff, she's so freaking funny. And she was getting interviewed on a red carpet, and the interviewer says, like, oh, this other guy in the cast of The Bear says that he's the best at improv out of the cast. Like, what would you say to that? Because she obviously probably thinks she's the best at improv. And her response is, I would never want to take that feeling away from him. If he feels as though he is the best improver, like, I'm an ally to men. And, you know, I'm so happy for him that he could feel that and believe that he's the best. So I would never take that away from him.
That is
That's so
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
That's so funny.
So if a man tries to say something like, oh, you really think you're smarter than me at this or whatever, you can be like, you know what? If you can get to the point where you think you're the smartest at that, like, I'm so happy for you. Like, I would never take that feeling away.
I'm gonna use that. That's hilarious.
How good is that?
That's hilarious. So I work in the cannabis industry. So I deal with a lot of men who immediately come in, and just based off the fact that they are an older man or middle-aged man and I'm a young girl, they immediately think that they know way more about weed than I do. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm going to use that when they're trying to, I'm just going to be like, you know what? If you really feel that you know more than me, I will let you have that.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you. I would never want to take that feeling away from you.
I'm an ally to men. They should feel good because they don't have much to feel good about. So if you are so delulu in your brain that you think you're the smartest at weed, like, I would never do something to tarnish that.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
No, it really makes me laugh when they come in and they're like, I want something good. I want something. Give me something. I once had a man come in and say, he literally said he said 3 words to me. He came in and I said, hi there, what can I grab for you? And he says, strong, stinky, gassy.
I would call the police.
I said, I'm sorry. And he said, strong, stinky, gassy. And I was like,
jail.
Oh my god. I have no fucking idea what you're looking for, sir. Like, but no, my favorite thing to do in those situations, though, when like people come in and they just like, I want this. I make them feel so fucking stupid, and it's hilarious. I go, okay, are you wanting flour, pre-rolls, gummies, cartridge, concentrates? Like what are you talking about? And they immediately like retract into a little shell. They're like, oh.
You know things.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck are you looking for? Like, most of the time they're like, bud, just give me some bud. And I'm like,
go to your friend Joey down the street.
And that's the thing, is they come in and they complain that
this is a real story.
We aren't Joey down the street. They complain that they have to pay taxes on it. I'm like, it's government regulated. I'm like, look at the establishment that you're in. You think you don't have to pay taxes in here? Like,
Lord have mercy.
I'm learning every day the audacity of men, and it grows every day.
God. I mean, audacity of men, mold. Because let's explain our next segment. This is called Gold or Mold. It's kind of like a hot or not, but just our take on it. Because some things in life are moldy and some things are good as gold. By Sheena Shai.
By Sheena Shai.
Good as gold. Oh my gosh, I forgot to shout out the whole reason. Before we get into Gold or Mold, I need to shout out the whole reason. You think that we know what the fuck we're doing with the techie stuff. I know we have these really cool mics. The setup looks good. We look professional, but we don't know what we're doing at all. But the reason that we know how to do all of this and we figured it out is because of PreSonus, who sent us all of the equipment that we were going to need to make this podcast possible. Shout out PreSonus. They are basic bitches. They are in our community. They love us. They support us, and we support them. PreSonus Gold. This is mine. Leaving a concert or show or anything early to avoid the chaos and traffic of getting home.
Criminal.
Moldy.
Mold.
So mold.
Mold.
So mold, bro.
Because let me tell you,
You're like just boring. You're like, if you do that, you're such a lame person.
You're also missing on a life experience. Like, you're not going to remember getting home 10 minutes earlier, but you're going to remember seeing Taylor Swift perform Karma and seeing the fireworks go off. Like, who cares? It's like when you travel to somewhere really far, Europe or Australia or something, the way there, it seems like forever, and it's like, oh my god, this is so hard, the travel is so hard. The second you get to that hotel and you see the beach or something, you're like, completely forgot about the travel.
Yeah.
Done.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's already done. So, like, just, like, you're not going to remember the drive home.
Or, like, the humiliation of, I don't know if you guys saw, when that one girl was leaving the Harry Styles concert early, and he literally called her out.
Good for him.
He saw her and was like, hey, you, I know you're leaving early to beat the traffic right now, but I'm not done. I'm still performing.
You paid
and,
for
like,
the show.
like-
I'm giving you a show.
Like, that, like, I wonder how she's doing now. Like, how are you doing today? Like,
that's
do you still
so
think about that before you go to bed?
embarrassing. That is
Because
so
I would.
embarrassing.
Like, that's,
No, it's so mold.
it's just,
I hate it. And I'm like,
thing.
especially
It's people
with like
who
how
hate fun.
expensive concert tickets are today.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
like, I'm juicing up every last second. Like, I'm like,
Exactly.
did you guys see those people at the Renaissance tour who stayed so late that they literally, like, jumped on the stage because everyone was gone? Like, everyone had left, and, like, just the stage setup was still there. They were, like, filming. They were, like, hey, on stage at the Renaissance tour. And I'm like, come
That's
on.
so
Like,
funny.
that was
Oh my
awesome.
God. Or, like,
Oh,
stay
dude.
and get the confetti.
No, you
like,
gotta stay
soak
until
it
like the
in.
security guards are like, okay,
Like,
bye.
you gotta get out.
You gotta
Yeah.
get. Like, that's what we did at Billy. Like, they because we remember when
Yeah, we were
trying to
taking
take
pictures, and they
with
were,
the sign,
yeah,
and they
they're
were like,
shooing us
okay,
out.
bye. And
They're like,
we're
get out,
okay,
get
well,
out.
Let
We're
us get a
like,
picture, please. Excuse
Us
me.
at Air's tour, when we stayed for till, like, literally 1 a.m, we were
Oh,
chatting with everyone.
We have to tell a story. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that story actually.
No, the first time we ever went to the Air's, I went
Because
to the Air's tour.
wait,
I was not
again,
there.
This kind of gives the same vibe as like, see, like like once you're at the concert, you forget any like bad
Yeah,
things that
exactly.
happen, like any like kind of like suck your parts. Like
You have to be
I
in the
literally like don't. I didn't even think of that, but that story is actually so funny.
Yeah, so this is the first time ever going to the Eras tour. It was Vegas, night one. So this is like the third show of the Eras tour. So we were so freaking pumped. Me and Cameron were going. And we get there, and in the Evermore set, which is near the beginning of the show, originally, if you know the original set list, not the one now, I dropped my phone under like
We
the
were in,
stadium
we were in like
chairs.
the lower bowl, so
The lower
like
bowl. So it was like under
Under the stands.
Under the
yeah,
stands.
because it like pulls out,
Yeah.
and then it like dropped in between the seats and like literally went to the bottom of
Yeah.
the stadium.
And I would just like to add a little sidebar. If you know anything about Kelsey,
That phone is strapped to her at all times,
and also
especially at a
it's
Taylor
her,
Swift concert.
it's her career.
Yeah.
Her phone is her career. Like,
I'm a content
like your
creator.
SIM card is like worth than my life, worth like more than
Literally,
my life.
like it got us the tickets
Like-
to the tour. So I'm like, okay, but if you know me also, I'm not gonna ruin my day over anything. Like nothing can ruin my day,
Yeah.
especially a day where I'm seeing the Eras tour for the first time. And I'm having an out of body experience. My phone drops. I look at camera. I'm like, my phone's gone. I just go back to singing. I'm like, it's fine.
All I remember is I like went to go talk to the
I made
security
camera. I was like, can you go ask the security guard to get my phone? I'm not leaving my seat.
yeah. So I was like, okay. And I remember standing with the security guard looking at Kelsey up at Lower Bowl, and we were singing Willow. I remember this.
That
We
was
were
just having
like,
the time of my life. I was like, I don't even care.
yeah. So I filmed the entire concert on my phone because that phone was gone for.
Yeah.
Dad's calling me. Can we take a pause for a
No,
sec?
can he be in it? What's he gonna say?
Hello? In the laundry room. Wait, do you want to say hi to the podcast? We're on the podcast right now.
he says no.
Let me get off. Absolutely not.
So on. Anyways.
Men can't find anything.
I know.
He asked where the dog leashes are. You're
Yeah.
like hung up beside the door.
With the coats. And he's like, oh, okay, I found them. What do you mean? Okay.
Shout out.
It's because I changed them from one hook to a different hook.
Shout out to
probably.
Insane Dwayne.
No, he has to be a guest of the pod.
Yeah, I literally said, do you want to be on the podcast? He went, nope, bye, gotta go. And hung up on me.
Oh, good lord.
He's literally called me like 3 times today asking where something is.
Yeah, he
And
called
I'm like,
when
I'll start
we were on the
clean
way
the
here.
house.
He's
Even dads, even the best dads in the world are just men.
just a man.
Just a man.
Exactly.
But anyways, yeah, we lost my phone. So then after the concert, of course, because first of all, we flew to Vegas, so our plane tickets are on my phone.
Yeah.
So we need
like,
to get home
there's
the next
literally
day.
no option to not have this phone. Like, we need
I need to
this
find
phone.
it. So we were there till like 1 a.m. with all the security, whatever. We got to get all the confetti. Go
Yeah,
on the
some of the
floor.
security guards were so nice.
It was fine. Like, it was shit because we were tired and couldn't find my phone.
But it was, like,
the best day
funny.
ever.
Yeah.
We were fine.
Yeah.
So anyways, don't leave early, you little bitches. So mold.
So mold. Wait, can I add
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
The security guards were telling us, oh, it's not another stadium. Go find this person. Go find this person. We were going literally all over, and we were like, where is this phone? Only for Kelsey to ping it and for it to be where they said it wasn't. We went to the office so many times, and they were like, it's not here. And then Kelsey pings her phone, and it starts pinging in the office, and we're like, oh,
That
really?
literally gives exactly
Oh, really?
when mom's
Really?
phone got stolen.
It-
and
Exactly.
I literally tracked her phone. This is in like 2014. She
Yeah.
left her phone in Target when Target was still in Canada. And
Good
then
times.
she came and picked me up from school, and I was like, she's like, my phone's gone. It got stolen at Target. And I'm like, oh. And so I just go and find my iPhone, and I'm like, well, I found it. It's at this person's house. We show up, knock on the door. Mom's like, hey, I think you might have my phone. They're like, no, we don't. And I can just hear
Like,
coming from
really,
the back
bitch,
of their
you have
house.
my
Like,
phone.
I'm like, I can hear it. She's like, call 911.
We called 911.
First time I've ever called 911 in my life. No, she was spitting. She was spitting in our faces. She was literally like
Over a phone.
over a phone.
I was,
that
like,
we could
5,
hear
sitting
it
in
was
the
in
back
her
of the
phone.
car,
She's like,
like-
I don't have your phone. We're like, yes, you do. Yes, the fuck you do. And then I'm like 14. I'm like, it's like 911. What's your emergency? And I'm like, my mom's phone got stolen.
And this lady's spitting on us.
And then we found it. They're like, this is not an emergency. And I'm like, okay.
No, it is.
And I just hung up.
It is an emergency.
I'm like, I've got like one, but I feel like everyone kind of feels. I feel like everyone in this room feels the same about it. Like Netflix subtitles, gold. Yeah,
Need subtitles at all times.
like
Gold.
Absolutely.
I
can't
hate
hear
people.
without subtitles.
I hate when people come for subtitle people. Like
Like, sorry, I'm so literate that I like to
Yeah.
read all the time.
I'm a novelist. Like
I'm a novelist.
Okay, screen time on iPhones. It's like, why are you sending me a notification? I don't want to know.
When they tell you what your screen
yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
don't.
they tell you what your screen time
The
is, I'm like,
notification.
Like I
Yeah,
agree
like-
with like if I'm like, oh, I want to go check, but like
no, I
you don't need to
even
tell
want
me.
that.
Like I sometimes like to go check because I'm like,
Curious.
was I spending a little bit too much time on this app today? Like maybe I should
don't
go check.
care.
But
Quite frankly, I never want to know ever. Like, and I think it's stupid for Apple to show that because I'm like, do you want me to stop using my phone?
No, it is
Or-
none of my business. what
It's
my screen
literally
time
none
is.
of my business ever. And the notification they send, I'm like, stop.
And
Literally
also
stop.
they
Literally
just they
stop.
don't know my life. Like they don't understand my life. Like sometimes they'll send me a
They're so
notification
judgmental
and
with
it's
it.
like your screen time was up
20%.
like whatever percent. Bitch, it was
Don't
my Google
care.
Maps open because I was on a road trip.
Yeah.
Like you don't know my life, Apple.
No, I
like
actually spend at least 6 hours a day on TikTok, though.
I actually spend at least like 11 hours a day on my phone. in
I've
general.
recently been
Well,
obsessed with this app called Sound Map.
I think I saw
downloaded
this on
it.
TikTok.
It's so fun. But I don't even like I don't want to sound like this is an ad for it at all because it's literally
No, we're just telling people because
Yeah.
it's probably going to trend soon.
no, but it's fucking stupid
You
because
heard it here first.
you can either like when you first download the app, it gives you an option to like send it to 8 of your friends and you get the whole thing for free. Or just pay $25. And I'm like,
I don't have 8 friends, so
I
I'm
paid
gonna need to
$25.
pay
I paid the fucking $25. I
Who
paid
has
it.
8
I
friends?
would for sure send it to my
Yeah, I know that you would because you had friends that are willing to do that. Like if
have,
I sent
like,
that to my
4
friends, they'd
friends
be
in the
like, "Go
whole
fuck
world.
yourself."
So you have to
I
send it to 8
literally-
friends and they have to download it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I just paid because
that'd
I'm
be
like,
an
I
issue
do
for
not
me.
want to go through the wrath of bugging 8 people to do this. But then I was like, but I want to play it, so I downloaded it, and now I'm fucking addicted to it. Like,
Because it's
bad.
like Pokemon Go.
It's
kind
literally
of.
Pokemon Go, but with songs. And so but like all the songs have like different rarities. So there's common, uncommon,
But are they songs
rare.
that we know or like
It's
this
every
sound
song on
map
Spotify. You can like drive around and like collect songs. Like that's what I do. And like
Yeah.
it's just like so much fun. And then you can trade with other people. Like if you're collecting an artist, then you're gonna want to like trade for that, and you're gonna want to give
Yeah.
other people their faves because you can list your favorites on your profile. So it's really, really, really fun. Say there's a song here. So this is a drop. You click on it. And it's like, oh, you can open the drop. And it's a 10-minute reset. Some of them are like, they'll reset after 10 minutes. Some of them reset after an hour. Some are like 12 hours.
What does the reset do?
It makes it so like if I open this drop, I can't open it again because I've already opened it. But it
Gotcha.
also is like if someone else has opened it, you can't open it.
Oh.
But right
So
now
get-
it's
okay,
very
yeah, that
early
makes sense.
days, so like pretty much everything is
can-
available.
So if we all download, like, guys, if you're listening, basic bitches, if you're listening, download Sound Map because we can all collect all of the songs right now. So when this pops off, we all have like the
That's
highest
what I'm
scores.
doing right now.
On topic of games, let's talk about Swift Alert.
Oh yeah,
I tanked today. It's so bad.
I
Let
completely
me
forgot.
see. Is it? It's probably over now. Let me check my final score.
I didn't do
yeah,
it
if
today.
you guys aren't playing Mastermind on the Swift Alert app, play it now because we only have a few months left of the Eras Tour. Basically, what this game is, if you don't know, if you download the Swift Alert app, there's a game inside of it called Mastermind where you basically just guess what all the outfits Taylor's gonna wear at each show,
And
you
the
can guess
secret
the secret
songs.
songs, and then you can make little group games so we all play against each other with like our friends. But it's really fun. It's really exciting. It makes it fun to watch the live streams because you get to be like, oh my god, what outfit is she gonna wear? Is it the one that I guess? Is the secret song the one that I guess?
It's really exciting when you get
so
stuff
exciting.
right.
But it's so much fun, and I'm literally so already emotional and sad about the Eras Tour ending in December. Although her last show is in our town, and I'm probably going to be going.
I don't have a ticket.
So much pressure that I don't know who to take. I know who I want to take. My boyfriend.
It's already taken both of us.
Okay,
so
but I've
neither-
taken them both to the Eras Tour already. My boyfriend's genuinely a big Swiftie. He's also a big fan of Chaperone. He's also a big fan of Olivia Rodrigo. He's coming with us to Olivia Rodrigo. Like, my boyfriend is a basic bitch. He's a girly.
He's a certified basic.
He's like an ally of the girlies and is one of the girlies, but like he doesn't step on our toes. He's like, I'm a big fan, but like I understand this is not for me, and I'm gonna be respectful.
Yeah.
Which is
so
everything you
respectable.
want, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves all the reality shows. We watch all Bravo shows together. He'll be a guest on the pod eventually.
Oh yeah.
Eventually. Yeah.
I
it's
have a golden mold.
Okay.
Concert proposals.
No, mold.
Mold.
Because especially Taylor Swift, nothing is beating the Eras tour for me. So like proposing is just a distraction for me. I'm like, I'm trying to enjoy the concert.
And also,
I can't do this. I'm not talking about
No.
this.
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. Like concerts are just that's concerts mean so much to me. And if you're gonna take away a moment from my concert and make it about you, goodbye. Like no, the funny thing is, the funniest thing I find about like proposals at the Eras tour is like you guys get engaged during Love Story, and then
You have 3 hours to go.
You've got so much time. Like this girl is singing. Then she's gonna be singing breakup songs in your face for the next 3 hours.
And you're gonna be like, yes, Taylor.
You're gonna
This
be
is
like,
amazing.
obviously
actually-
before the set list changed, but can you imagine proposing to your girlfriend and then later on the show, she turns to you and says, "Break free and leave us in ruins."
I'd be like,
Took this
absolutely.
dagger in me and removed it. Like that would just take away so much of like the feeling of that song. You'd be like, I can't even dig deep to find this emotion right now because I just got engaged and I'm supposed to be all fucking happy.
Well,
I'm
for
like,
me,
I'm
my
not.
opinion on it is I thought the first one I was like, oh,
The videos are
That's
cute.
cool.
I love seeing the
That's
proposal.
I'm happy
Yes.
for you if you like
That's
that.
cute.
For
It's just
me,
not for
absolutely
me.
not.
but why I don't like it now, the first one I was like, oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh, that's so whatever. Now after that, I'm like, are you not gonna be like original, like thinking of how to propose, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you just have seen this all over TikTok, and you're doing the exact same thing that like
Yeah.
millions of other people have
And also
done.
just it'd be
And
my
I'm
worst
like-
fear to get like proposed to with that many people around.
No, it's so strange.
Especially surrounded by strangers
It's
where
just,
you're like
like-
shoulder to shoulder with these random people
Yeah.
and then you get airdropped a video from like 3 rows back of like a blurry shaky like they're slightly filming Taylor Swift but then like also kind of filming you and like that's your proposal video.
No, I'm sorry, mold. Although I do think the videos are adorable. I like watching the proposals there. It's just like if that happened
It always
to me,
they
I'd be
always like give
I
me
would
chills
pretend
and
I
make
didn't
me
hear
cry
him.
but I'm just like not for me.
No,
Yeah, no.
I would just pretend I didn't hear him and keep going to the concert.
Yeah.
He's like on his knee, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, get up! What the
Get up.
fuck are you
What are you
doing?
doing?
It's just so embarrassing right now.
Should we add some lore about our lives? Like let's just talk about our dogs.
Our dogs, yeah, okay.
Our dogs.
Let's dog intro because they're gonna come up a lot, and there's a lot of lore behind the dogs. They're all doodles. If you don't like doodles, you don't like this podcast, you might as well get off now.
We don't want to hear
Doodles
any
are-
doodle
I
hatred.
don't know,
And,
like
like-
doodle slander on TikTok, literally, like I'm
But it
like
doesn't exist in real life because every time I go for walks, everyone's like, "Oh my god, a doodle! I love you so much. I
Yeah.
want my own." Also, you could argue what doodles are basic.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Or they're like, oh, they're awful to groom. I'm like, okay, well,
But they're not. Brush your fucking dog.
Yeah, brush your dog.
every day, then you're fine.
Do you don't like brushing your dog? They don't have a fucking dog.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you brush your
they're-
kids' hair?
Yeah.
It's bad.
kids.
they're
Do you let
bad
your
to
kids'
groom
hair get
when
matted?
you
Like,
let
no.
them get matted, but if you brush them and bathe them regularly,
And get them groomed.
then it's not bad.
Like,
On a
sorry, we're
regular
better
basis.
at taking care of our dogs than you. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. First doodle that came to be is Holly. She's 8 years old now. She's a mini golden doodle. That's me and my boyfriend's dog. So she kind of just like that's a whole other lore, honestly, that my boyfriend lived with us when we were teenagers.
We were roomies.
We were all roomies. My boyfriend moved into our family home, and we all lived together. And we had Holly. My parents were like, "Don't love having a dog, but you know, Holly's adorable." Few years go by. Everyone's obsessed with Holly. Now they want their own golden doodles. Cameron really wanted her own dog forever, and she kept getting shut down. But after a while of asking, and everyone likes Holly, we end up getting Winston, who's another mini golden doodle.
He's like 2.5.
And then what happened is our mom kind of wanted to take Winston everywhere with her and thought it was her dog. And Cameron was like, well, no, this is my dog. So then our mom was like, I'm going to get my own mini golden doodle, and got Marley, who's the next one in line. And then my mom, this dog got really codependent and had anxiety when my mom would leave.
Still
With my
does,
mom's
like-
doing, because she just wanted this dog to just be obsessed with her like a little baby. So then I was anxious. So then she thought, I'll just get another dog so that when I leave Marley alone, he has like a little buddy. So she got a teacup micro golden doodle. So that's Oliver. He is super, super small, and he's like a year younger than Marley. He's a year and a half now.
They were all born in 2022,
Yeah.
but Winnie was born in January, Marley was born in April, and Ollie was born in November.
Okay. So those
So
are the three
Ollie's
other
like
doodles.
just under 2. He's like a year and 3/4 ish.
Right. So then that's Oliver. And then a few months ago, I got another puppy. Me and my boyfriend got another puppy, Franklin, and he's actually a Bernie Doodle. So he's not a golden doodle, but he's a mini Bernie Doodle.
He's so
and
cute.
he is 4.5 months old. So now there's 5 doodles in the fam.
So there's Holly, Winston, Marley, Oliver, and Franklin.
Yeah.
Holly's the only girl. She's the princess.
Yeah.
And we're all going on a trip
On Monday.
on Monday.
Wait, the episode's coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
So today we're on our way to Oregon right now with our doggies. If you're listening to this when it first came out.
So exciting.
So excited. The dogs are going to have
Best
so much
place
fun.
ever. The dogs are going to have fun. It's like literally just endless beach there.
Their job will be just beach.
Anyways, this was a kind of good first intro episode, basically welcoming you into our group chat, I would say. Just what we chat about on the daily. Very chill, talking about basic stuff, which is what we're going to do hopefully every week. This week we might not be able to record since we're going to be away, but we're going to try our best to do weekly.
Funny.
So we'll keep you updated. If you follow at Basic Public House on Instagram and TikTok, that's where you're going to get the updates mostly about the podcast and everything. And thank you guys so much for listening. Should we do an outro?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Stay basic, bitches!
Bye. Bye.